shady supplement marketing tactics. I don't know if we have enough time in the entire day to go over shady supplement marketing tactics, but here's a few. First one is proprietary blends. The intention behind proprietary blends was, we don't want to share our formula. We want to keep it secret. The reality is, anybody who owns or runs or works for a supplement company, we all have access to the same studies. There's no secret studies out there that exist that show you something that nobody else knows. We know what effective doses of these compounds are. There's no need to have a proprietary blend. And that's why with my supplement company, it's all listed right there on the label. You can see exactly how much of each ingredient is there. But if you have a proprietary blend, what companies do is they will list all these ingredients in there, but they don't tell you how much. And let's take pre-workouts. A lot of pre-workouts have citrulline in them. Citrulline is about 35 to 40% of the cost of my pre-workout because the minimum effective dose is probably around 6 grams. That is very expensive. But if you're a supplement company, you can just put proprietary blend, tell people it has citrulline in there, claim all the benefits of citrulline, and what you're not telling them is it's only 0.2 grams of citrulline. Then, of course, there are the inflated claims. 200% more muscle, 50% faster fat loss. So some of these studies, it's so funny when you go in and they'll say like 200% more muscle. Well, when you go into the actual study they cite, you'll find that the group getting the supplement was being compared to an inappropriate control group. For example, maybe they're talking about a protein supplement and they're giving that supplement on top of their normal diet. The other group is eating just less total protein. Or you go into the statistics, and that's where the real magic happens. Magic. You may have a study where the control group gained 0.1 kilograms of lean mass over 16 weeks. And the supplemented group gained 0.2 kilograms of lean mass. And you can say, our supplement increases muscle growth by 2 times the normal rate. And what they're not telling you is it wasn't statistically different from the other group. It wasn't an actual real effect. Based on raw numbers, they're telling you the truth, but what they're not telling you, it wasn't statistically significant. And in many cases, they just make stuff up. The creatine companies do this all the time. Our creatine does not cause water retention. Well, the cell volumizing effects of water retention from creatine is actually one of the most anabolic benefits of creatine. So you're actually saying that yours is less anabolic than regular creatine. And then you have companies like, I've seen Gary Brecka talk about perfect aminos, or saying, most protein sources, you waste all the amino acids. Perfect amino, make sure you absorb all of them. What protein sources are these, Gary? What protein sources? Because I can tell you, like, whey protein is almost 100% bioavailable. You absorb literally almost every single gram of amino acids in that protein source. So this idea that you are just wasting protein that you eat and you only absorb this small amount of it is absolute, complete, utter garbage. If that were true, every time you ate a source of protein that wasn't absorbed well, you'd have diarrhea. These companies just make this stuff up. Then there's also nitrogen spiking. So companies will take low-cost amino acids, or even creatine in some cases, put it into protein powder. Then when they get lab tested, the lab tests they do to analyze protein content is just a Keldol analysis, which basically just gives you like overall nitrogen. And based on the amount of nitrogen, they can extrapolate how much protein is in there. So they'll meet their label claims, but they're putting in a bunch of filler to just pump up the nitrogen values and save money. That's another scammy tactic they do. When you're looking for supplements to take, look for companies who do, 1, third-party testing, who are transparent about what is in their product, and don't inflate their claims. That's what you want to look for in good supplements.